Good evening, everyone. Happy Tuesday, my sugar bears, and welcome to another edition of A Psychic's Perspective. I'm, of course, Leo Brown, and you are my sugar bears. I thank you guys so much for watching, for commenting, for liking, for subscribing. Please keep doing said things. It helps me get into the algorithm of YouTube because you know YouTube can be funny. And also, I love hearing from y'all. So be sure to leave your comments, your likes, your dislikes, your suggestions, everything, like your feedback. It really means a lot. So continuing with Comic Week, we are now going to excuse me. We're now going to read for comedian Cris Sosa. If you don't know who Cris Sosa is, if you know the All Deaf Digital Gang, or you know All Deaf Latino, that's Cris Sosa, or Toma, as he calls himself. I think he's awesome. I think he's a great guy. I think he's hilariously funny. And also he's Houston's own. And I neglected to say that in my description about it because both he and Billy are from here. So, okay, so let's get started. Just a second. Hold on a minute, y'all. Really not my little box wants to be silly. Right, so let's get started. Oh, all right. That's why my box wants to be silly. Okay. And before I get started, let me say that the things I say during this reading, they can change in any given moment. If you are a fan of Mr. Sosa, and even if you're Mr. Sosa himself, be sure to comment, leave your feedback. I want to know. I am not 100% accurate. I'm only 100% human. So hopefully you like what I have to say and what the spirits have to say, because it's not really me, it's spirit, and I'm just the medium, I'm just the conduit. So with that being said, let's get started. And if you want a personal reading of your own outside of YouTube, you can log into my website, psychicleo.com. That's psychicleo.com. All right, so I'm gonna just ground my energy for just a second. So I'm telling me to stop. And I may not actually have to throw a card. Believe it or not, what I get around you, Mr. Sosa, first of all, it's a pleasure to meet you, to make your acquaintance through this medium. And I hope that I hope that this reading makes sense and that it brings you maybe some peace of mind and some clarity. And I really am thankful and grateful that you have decided to look at this, or someone on your team. So the first thing I get around me is frustration. Because that's the word I hear. And for me, it feels like it's more of a mental frustration than a physical one. Uh, I kind of get right now, like things around you, they're lining up, but they're not lining up fast enough, or at least that's the way it feels. It feels like it's like things are coming together. You're going where you want to go, and not just within career, but even within yourself. But it just feels like it's like, but damn, there's always something that gets in the way. And I'm also getting a lot right now to do with family and so-called friends. I definitely feel like you are in the middle right now. And not that you have a choice with family or your friends, but I feel like with your so-called friends, you're learning to wade through the muck. Like you're really learning, like, okay, you really aren't a friend. And I get, for me, I feel like this is a male energy. I get somebody who is of a darker skin tone. I want to say they wear glasses because I see glasses, and I feel like who they were, like there's something that they've done and things that they've said that you're like, no, I'm not dealing with you anymore. And I definitely get it being involved in either money or like a contractual obligation. Um, and I want to say they're near the 6 foot range, but I want to say of average height too, like between 5'8" and 6'1", somewhere in there. Let's see. And then when it comes to your family, I feel like right now, excuse me, I get a sense of you want to be okay. What I'm hearing is you want to be there for your family as best you can, but at the same time, it's like I can't be all things to all people. Because I feel like you're being pulled in so many different directions. Um, and you're really about business. You're really about being entrepreneurial. If you guys don't know, Cris has a space, and I'm calling you Cris, like I know you, I don't know you like that. But Mr. Sosa has a space out here in Houston. It's a creative space. It's like I've seen video, it's really pretty. It's beautiful. And I mean, I really get you investing not only in that space, but I'm seeing properties. I get you being invested in real estate. I get a connection to maybe Florida, like Miami, like somewhere near the beach. I get a lot of different things. You have your hand in many different pots. And I feel like acting in comedy, I and I might be very wrong in this, but I feel like that's taking a back seat to a lot of the other things you want to do. You love being on stage. Don't get me wrong. You love it, Mr. Sosa. I definitely get that. But I also get you being like, I love being on stage, but I know there's other things I can do. Um, I mainly get you writing. I get you, yeah, I see you being a writer. And I see also either you being a writer or you doing shows, like doing pilots, things that are in development, because I'm picking up like pilot season for you. So I feel like you're doing many different things regarding that. And I want to say there's like 3 or 4 shows in the can that you're doing right now. Yeah, but your main goal is, I feel like writing is your wheelhouse, baby. You love the written word, and the written word loves you. And I even get, dare I say it, I know you make a joke of this, but I even hear you singing. I even hear you doing like singing, dance, performing arts. I also feel like you want to give back to the youth, in particular 13 to maybe 17. I get that arena. You want to give back, and I'm also seeing you speak to people like high schools and things like that. Like there are things that you want to do that are on a grander scale. Let me see. Okay. And I'm being told to tell you this because I feel like, and I'm switching gears because I'm seeing you change your look. Um, yeah, I'm seeing you change your look. I'm seeing you cut your hair. I'm seeing you trying to bulk up, like get bigger. Um, it, this may sound funny, but really don't be insecure about your size, because you're really not as, I feel like for some reason, either people teased you when you were younger about you being skinny, or you've always been like, and you're not skinny, you're lean. You've always been told that you were too, like not enough. At least that's what I'm getting. I feel like there's a little boy in you, and I want to say they're like 13, 14. And they're still in their minds, they're still like, I'm gonna prove it to y'all. I'm gonna prove it that I'm the shit. And one day you're gonna remember, like I really get that that's what drives you. Oh boy. Yeah. Like I said, I see you changing your hair. I see you changing your wardrobe. I also feel like you're gonna really come into your own. And let me make this clear. I don't mean it in terms of sexual orientation. I mean in terms of you loving your body, loving the skin the skin you're in. I see you coming into your own with your sexuality. I see, and for a lot of men, that happens when we reach around 30. We start to really be like, you know what, I'm not that bad. And I see you really owning that as you grow into yourself. Um, I also feel like your parents are very important to you. In particular, I feel like both your mother and your father, but I definitely get your dad. I feel like your dad is just the bee's knees, or either you're trying, if there's something with that relationship that you're trying to mend and be better with. And by the way, you're an awesome uncle. Like because I see children and you love kids. Like you love children. Children love you. That's why I say I see, excuse me, I see you giving back to kids, to the community. And you just love fun, you know. And it's funny, and I don't know if you know, I've, I've said this to you before on a live stream. It probably made, excuse me, it probably made no sense then, but I'm gonna say, excuse me, I'm gonna say it now. And that is, I see, if you know anything about African-based spirituality, I keep hearing the word elegwa. So with you, I get that energy from you. I get someone who's always about, well, what choices do I want to make? Where do I want to go? You question everything, but you always find a way to make fun or to have fun about it. And you love people. Like I literally hear you laughing all the time. But it's interesting because underneath your laughter, there's a great deal of intellect. You're a thinker. You think about everything. You analyze everything to death sometimes. And you're a perfectionist too. I definitely see you being like, well, no, it's not, if it's not right, I'm not doing it. I'm also picking up like you either changing things like your car. I'm seeing a move coming up, like a change of residence. You might be going back to the West Coast because I see like LA or California. I see the ocean. So for me, it makes me think of California. It makes me think of, things like that. But I also see something to do with you in Florida as well. Um, and it's interesting because you're not a holy roller, but you are very spiritual because I literally see you doing this. And I see you going within a lot, either meditation or there's something where you need quiet, like you really need your moment to just be with yourself. Let's see what else. Then as far as like your personal life is concerned, you're having fun. You're having a good time. But on the same token, I get a little bit of loneliness from you. I get a little bit of like, I want, I want, as I'm gonna say it like we used to say in the 90s, I want a homie lover friend, and I get that kind of energy from you. I feel like you really want someone that you can have your fun with, but someone that's also like a companion, you know. And what I'm hearing is someone that is supportive, because it feels like to me you get a lot of hangers on. You don't get people who when it comes to dating, um, excuse me, I am so sorry, y'all. You get people who see you as Cris Sosa and not you. And one other thing I'm gonna say too is slow down your drinking and your smoking, because I'm seeing you smoke and I'm seeing you drink. Maybe not in excess, but I'm being told like you might want to push it back just a little bit. And because I see you trying to be healthier. I'm seeing you trying to eat better. I see you working out because I literally see you jumping rope. So, or like boxing, it reminds me of that. So just watch that a little bit. You're not in bad health, but I just get that when you get in your moments of solitude, you then cling to your vices. So just watch that. Um, I see a cookbook coming up. I see a catering company. Yeah, I definitely see a catering company. Maybe even no, not a restaurant, a food truck. But it may develop into that because I'm seeing something like a grand opening, and it kind of reminds me of, and this may sound funny, but like oh, what was the name of her restaurant? Was it called Madres or something like that, or Best? It was something like that. It reminds me of like a restaurant where it's like you. It makes me think of like J Lo when she had a restaurant. It was like you. It's like you and maybe two, maybe three other people, and you're all investors. You're all equal investors in your restaurant. So I'm seeing something like that as well. So you got a lot of things going on. You have a lot of projects. I just feel like what I'm getting is you just have to pick something and just let it happen. Just let it happen. And then when it comes to stand up and things like that, keep, I don't see you ever not doing it, but I do see that other things are going to probably get in, not in the way, but probably take more precedence, because I literally see you doing creating other things while stand up is there. And it's like, well, if I want to tour or if I want to do comedy clubs, I can, but I don't have to. I just see you, like I said in the beginning, being very entrepreneurial and very like, no, I want to make sure that I have everything covered. Let's see. This is gonna sound kind of silly for me to say, but don't stress yourself out about things you can't change or control. And please, for the love of all that's holy, sleep better. Yeah, sleep better. And I kind of get that you might not want to sleep on your back, because I'm getting something to do with you and coughing. I don't know, like I'm seeing you coughing. So you might want to start sleeping on your side or your tummy, something like that. So that's what I'm picking up around you. Um, let's see. I feel like right now, because I was gonna say, if I saw you dating or not, I see you mostly working on yourself. I think dating is there, but like I said, I feel like it's more of a companionship thing than something that's very serious, because I want to say 2 or 3 years ago, I feel like whoever you were with, they really did a number on you on the emotional level. So it's really hard for you to trust, people but the thing of it is, it's interesting. You have intuition, but let me make this clear. I feel like you're more of a healer, or you come from a family of that, because I literally see people in your family making herbs and teas, or well, not herbs, like herbal, like home remedies, herbal remedies, teas, things like that. And I get it mainly from your mother, things like that. So you definitely have some abilities, but it's different. It's in creating. That's where your abilities lie. So yeah, I think that's about it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this reading. Mr. Sosa, I am honored to do this. I hope it made sense. If it does, let me know. If it doesn't, let me know, because I often say I am human first, psychic second. So with that being said, I thank you all so much for watching, for sharing, for subscribing, and for commenting. I will be back tomorrow with our conclusion of Comic Week with Billy Searles. So get ready for that, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.